country have been fighting for justice and sacred bodily autonomy from the beginning. And so we continue to insist that Muslims and all people have the freedom and responsibility to make decisions over our own bodies, including making health decisions such as abortion. I am not here speaking as someone who has had an abortion. I am here as an advocate and as a survivor of gendered violence and someone who has experienced patriarchy, racism, and Islamophobia. When you've survived harm on the basis of what you look like or how you identify, there's something you know with more and more certainty, which is that no one has the right to tell you how to exist in this world. If your existence and the way you move in the world does no harm, but still makes people uncomfortable, that is their problem. Yeah! Like many folks, as Muslims, we don't just show our religious or spiritual practice through praying and fasting and giving to charity. We have a moral obligation to struggle against any oppression we in our communities face. And we're not going to continue to be criminalized for exercising our bodily autonomy without a fight. There will be many important calls to action. I want to take this time to implore anyone who can to donate your money or time. Donate to a Black, Indigenous, or POC-run abortion fund or reproductive justice organization. And I just came back. I was in Atlanta this week. I just got back last night. Our siblings in the South and Midwest, particularly BIPOC people, are grieving, they're fighting for their rights, and they're preparing to be criminalized all at once. Many of them are busy doing that today now while we are all out here. So make no mistake that this is about justice, justice through defunding the police, and uplifting and resourcing mental health and compassionate communities of care, food security, access to health care, access to housing and childcare, immigration justice, environmental justice. Yes. This is about justice for Black bodies and people with uteruses and queer folks and disabled folks. Yes. None of us are free until all of us are free. We refuse to give up on anyone or any community because cis, het, patriarchal white supremacists are trying to do their best to have us believe that there's no hope. Well, we are not giving up because we have our communities, we have unity, and we have solidarity. And we will not stop until we have zero bans over our bodies. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Very powerful. Everybody, thanks for listening and thanks for being here today. It's really important. Really important conversations we're having. Okay, next up, Imani Rupert. She's the executive director for the National Center of Lesbian Rights. NCLR is a national legal organization committed to advancing the civil and human rights of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people and their families through litigation, legislation, policy, and public education. Welcome, Imani!
Too often and for far too long, the experiences of Black women, women of color, LGBTQ people have been left out of discussions about reproductive justice and reproductive freedom. That's why I'm happy to be here today as a member of your Oakland community and as a Black woman and a member of the LGBTQ community. My name is Imani Rupert Gordon. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I'm the executive director for the National Center for Lesbian Rights. Right now, I'm thinking a lot about the Supreme Court. I'm thinking about the Senate. and I'm thinking about individual states. Because not having access to affordable, essential, and accessible abortions will hurt everyone, and our communities will be hit hard. And we know that this isn't the only thing at stake. What is especially alarming is that our opponents aren't just coming after our rights, but how they're coming after our rights. Let's be clear, right now, we stand to lose our right to an abortion, but they're coming for more than just that. A decision like this from the Supreme Court will call into question everything that cites privacy and the 14th Amendment. Among those things are voting rights, civil rights, and marriage equality. I don't have to tell you that we're at a crossroads right now. We're fighting for our democracy. For almost 50 years, we've been able to know that abortion was available to us, that choice was available to us, and we need more bodily autonomy, not less. And the fact that we've been able to see this draft opinion, we know what this court is capable of, and we know what we have to do. So as outraged as I am, I'm thankful that we know exactly what we're up against. And let's remember, we have history on our side. We stand on the shoulders of giants, and the strength and bravery that run through our veins and runs through our movements cannot be underestimated. We have done this before, and we will do it again, because it's our time. Nothing in this country has ever happened without our votes and without people in the streets just like we are today. And the people in the streets are looking for the institutional support of the courts. Our movement includes all of us at every level. And as a matter of practicality, let's remember that what we've seen is a draft opinion. Clinics around this country are open, available, and ready to serve. And let's remember that this was a draft opinion. So let's do let's do what's right and stand on the shoulders of our trailblazers. And let's give future leaders some shoulders to stand on as well. It's our time, y'all. Let's get out there.